All right. Well, now, are you frustrated with high gasoline prices and thinking it might be time to consider buying an electric vehicle?
Unfortunately, new EVs still cost significantly more than comparable gas-powered hybrid vehicles.
Yes, they do. But consumer man Herb Weisbaum explains you do have some budget-friendly options, and Herb is a contributing editor at checkbook.org.
Yeah.
Sorry, Herb. It's still somewhat early. Herb, welcome as always. Some of those options to buy a used EV. Do the math for us on that.
Absolutely. As you know, Patrick, all cars depreciate as soon as you take them off the line, but electrics tend to depreciate more quickly than other types of vehicles, which means if you're willing to buy a used set of wheels, you can find some really great deals. Take a look at these numbers. This is according to Cox Automotive. The average for all new vehicles is $49,000. That was as of May. The average for new EV is $54,500, but the average for a used EV is $37,000. Now that's about $2,200 more than the average all average vehicles that are used. But with no gasoline to buy, you will probably pay that back in some cases a year or less, depending on how you drive.
And Herb, as you point out in your checkbook story, there is one thing car shoppers should know about EVs compared to other vehicles. What should they know?
They have fewer moving parts and they require less maintenance. You know, there's no oil changes and the brakes last longer and there's no tune-ups and that sort of thing. But because they're very complex machines and they tend to have a lot of computer software, digital screens, that sort of thing, they are a little less reliable than other vehicles, according to Consumer Reports. According to their latest survey of subscribers, EVs have about 80% more problems on average than gas-powered only vehicles, those hybrids. So hybrids and gas-powered vehicles tend to be a little bit more reliable. The EVs, a lot of times, is something that breaks down like a screen, a display screen, or some of the touch controls, but that can be annoying if you have one of those vehicles.
All right, yeah, Herb, less machine parts on these EVs, but what about the battery pack on a used EV? So that must be one of the key questions potential buyers have.
Absolutely. People are really worried about that, and there's no real need to lose any sleep over that because federal regulations require every vehicle to come with a battery system warranty of at least 8 years or 100,000 miles. Some manufacturers push that a lot more, so that is transferable, that warranty, so you would get the manufacturer's warranty if the vehicle were under 8 years or 100,000 miles or a little bit longer, depending on the vehicle. Nothing really to worry about. And the failure rate, if you have a vehicle that's 2022 or newer, according to a company called Recurrent that studies data from thousands of vehicles, EVs, they found that the failure rate is less than 0.3% of 1%. Now, Checkbook always advises you to have every used vehicle, checked by an independent mechanic before you take it home. One of the checks they can do is a battery health check on that vehicle. They can let you know that the battery holds a full charge and how much it is degraded since the vehicle was purchased, so you'll have a good idea of what you're getting. So you really don't have to worry about that once you have that health check done, if it turns out to be okay.
And you suggest another option, buying an affordable EV, and there are a few of them on the market right now.
Yeah, that's another option because they're lower than the average used car price of an EV. You might want to consider these three models, suggested to me by our friend Tom Volk, who writes for the New York Times, lives here in Seattle, and does driven car reviews. He says the Chevy Bolt, the 2027 Chevy Bolt, he really likes the vehicle. It has a great sticker price on it. There's also, that's about $30,000. There's the Chevy Equinox EV, about $36,500. And then vehicle number 3 he tapped was the Nissan Leaf, $31,500. You know, the Nissan's been around for a long time and had some original battery problems, but they fixed it, it looks like, for the 2026 model, and it goes much further than the original Leafs, about 300 miles per charge. That's another thing, by the way, people. If you get a newer vehicle, something coming off a lease, a lot of leased EVs coming to market right now. Some of these vehicles go, 250, 300 miles on a single charge. It's not like the original ones that went, maybe 50, 75, 100 miles on a charge.
Yeah, those can almost get you across the state, or just about can, really.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And there are more charging stations coming online all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Herb. Herb, we know we can always find out more information by going to checkbook.org and consumerpedia.org and on our website, of course, at comonews.com. As always, Herb, thank you so much.
Have a nice weekend. See you next week.
Thank you, too.